Hello, good morning, everyone who all are joining in and who may join later in the event today. So, if you are a tech nerd, or if you want to have a growth in technology, basically, and you do not know how, you have come to the right place. So, because we have organized a webinar for you that is on unlocking the opportunities, exploring the value of a full stack specialized BTech program. So, if you want to do BTech and want to know what all specializations you can have while doing the BTech, you have come to the right place. And before we proceed and before we move on, I hope that you all are doing good, happy, sound, and handy. And this is your host, Himanshu Kaushik. And now I would want you to know who's our expert here, who's our speaker here. We have Mr. Ayushman Bansal here. He is a senior manager at Geeks for Geeks, and he's a computer science engineer who has mentored more than 10,000 students already. And he's passionate about empowering aspiring professionals. And he excels in programming and assisting companies in sourcing tech hiring, basically. He helps students overcome challenges and unlock their potential by providing personalized guidance. So, with this commitment of continuous learning, he also stays updated with the industry trends and has help the students all together with the tech related issues and the knowledge. So with this, sir, I welcome you in the webinar, and all the participants are eager to learn from you, to know what BTech can have in certain specialization and what we can have for our growth here. And before I request you to proceed with the session, I want all the participants to know now that you can post your queries in Q&A box, in the chat box, or you can raise your hand as well, so that we can allow you to talk to our expert. And with this, sir, the screen is yours, and looking forward for an amazing session.
Thanks, Himanshi ma'am, for this warm welcome and eventually assisting the participants about my background and what I have been into. So, hello participants. So, it's been a very enlightened day that we have been connecting up towards a very specialized topic that we'll be going to ahead. Before moving ahead, I'll just give you a bit spotlight, like why eventually you have been here and what are the main things you can expect. So start from there. Geeks for Geeks is collaborated with YLPU to initiate a program which is directly towards the full stack development. So what is Geeks for Geeks? What is full stack? I'll be covering each and everything, which will eventually assist you or could help you to make a guide like whether if I'll go ahead with the full stack. So after 4 years, when I'll be completing my BTech, so I'll be getting a good response or not. All right. So the topic is very beautiful, like exploring the value of full stack specialized BTech program. So I believe you have just completed your 12th, or probably you have been into their first year of graduation. It's very good if you know about what is full stack or what eventually comes under the part of full stack. But if you don't know, no worries. I'm here today. I'll assist you in an uttermost way so that by the end of this session, at least you know like what is full stack. Do full stack have some value in future, or probably if I want to be a part of it, how I can be. So with this motto, I'm just starting this session. Okay. So students, what happened many times, the first gosh is like that, okay, full stack we are talking about, but why should we talk about full stack eventually before knowing what is full stack? So why full stack is important, there are many numerous ways to know why full stack, but here I have jotted down multiple pointers into 4 major categories and showcasing you over here. So first of all, you are doing your engineering or you are doing your BTech CSC. Probably students have a bit interest to be in computers, but at the end of the BTech, you will be looking out to go for a job or probably getting a fancy role in some good organization sitting in US or probably in some part of in India right now, because there is a good option of work from mountain or work from beach. So developer is eventually a very good role to suit such type of jobs. So, and in that also, if I'll talk about full stack is actually having the highest demand in the job market for the current scenario. Even companies right now, if you have been reading on your newspaper or some news channels, Amazon laid off these organizations. Few organizations are laying off people, but still, full stack remains on the top. So, to know why it is on the top, we need to know what is full stack. So, on the next slide, we'll be covering it. Moving ahead, since the demand is very high, so the salary that are being offered to the candidates, it's also on a higher end towards it. Thirdly, the industry perception is that in full stack, you will be getting numerous opportunities, good pay scale. So obviously your value in the industry is actually high. Lastly, once you have been starting with as a full stack developer, you'll be getting numerous opportunities to excel in your career and towards the growth path. So what type of growth I am talking about? Let's say in an year or two, you need not to learn any new skills at that point of time. You can just directly switch the jobs to the senior roles just by knowing what eventually are covering in the full stacks. So now I have talked a lot about why full stack, good salary, good number of jobs, more value in the organization, the career path is growth. So if all these things are there, now I'm moving to what eventually is full stack. Okay, so just taking a step back again. So to give you a more idea on the career growth and everything that I have talked about. So these are the number of roles which you can see as of now on the screens. Direct roles I have just listed out, which if someone who has completed the course on full stack development, they can apply or they are eligible to get a job in these type of roles. So the salary that I was talking about, the average salary of full stack developer used to be around 15 LPA. And recently, last year, LinkedIn has done a survey, and in that they clarified that more than 1 lakh plus full stack developer were hired in 2022. 1 2 is extra over there, just omitted mistake. So moving towards this, these are the few roles that has been mentioned over here. But trust me, students, for a B.tech fresher who is going to get a job, 90 to 95% candidates get a job in one of these kind of a role itself. So once you are on a full stack, it's a complete umbrella which completes or resonate with each type of such roles. Now the question of the day: what is full stack? So full stack, it compares with three parts. To give you a more brief on it, I'll just take the example of YouTube because I believe all of you might have used YouTube once in a day. So now coming to a creator side or towards the audience side. So full stack, what happens when you open a YouTube, you see a screen, multiple videos are displayed, and eventually when you just with before clicking to any of the video, when you just put the pointer of any of the video, they automatically started playing, or probably how they are showing the number of views, when the data has been uploaded, what are the different type of audience titles that has been given up. So these things eventually are planned in a UI. UI is something which you or me or any third person who looks about to on in any of the website, how it looks like, how you can improve it. So UI part comes in it. So UI, when integrated with development, it comes with a front-end developer. So it's a role of a front-end developer who used to create such type of templates which eventually are likely to be used by users. They like it. It's not only limited to the color and coding, it also include very minimal elements. For example, when you are just pointing, or let's say right now we are sitting on a Zoom. So if you just point your cursor to where you can see me speaking up. So there is a button, like once you hover it, button of like asking a question or so that appears. So these are the very minimal efforts that a front-end developer used to keep. Then things comes around on a backend part. So backend is actually coming on the same note I am taking up. You being on the creator side. Let's say you uploaded a video. So once you have uploaded a video, that particular video has been saved and on a backend so that it cannot be merged with any other videos which you or any other creator uploads. So there's a set of backend rules that has been developed, and backend is actually the backbone of any platform. So one is the front end engineers, second is the back end engineers, and third are actually the people who are connecting both of them. Let's say they can be in the form of databases, in the form of clouds, or in the form of DevOps. So these are the things. When we comprise all these three things, it comes around as a full stack developer. Few points that I have mentioned. So one is developing the front end, then the second is the developing the back end, third connecting both of them. So now you just see it in that way. Let's say you have got a small idea or you are working on a project. So while you are working on a project, now you know how to do back end, how to develop a front end, lastly how to store or connect both of them. So don't you think it's the complete role of a developer? uh, any yes or no in the chat or in the Q&A, so that I can know like if you are active, like the participants are active or not. Okay, so one I have got anyways. So guys, if front end, back end, and someone who is connecting them comes under a complete role of a developer, so do you think anything cooking up? So by cooking up, I mean it's like a single man show. Though definitely for an organization you can work, but let's say if you want to work on some of your own projects, you want to do your own startup. So from a developer perspective, this is complete, at least for an initial level. Though I know once things cooks up in a good way, you will definitely going to hire a team. You'll be definitely going to have good people. Every startup works like that. But the main advantage of full stack developer is apart from job, yeah, obviously the primary focus if is your job, so job is being catered. But apart from that, you are getting a complete hold on the development. So yes, you can also focus on your own projects and can do your own what's a startup. Students, I can see few of you have some more queries about the other course, and as anything, I'll definitely cover that. Just allow me probably next 15 minutes so that I can cover few more things. So if you have any other questions in between, that can also be catered. Okay, so I believe now you have a small idea about what is full stack, why we should learn it, and again, it's a repetition of what eventually I have covered in the previous slide in a technical term actually. So in the front end technology, which I have named, so we cover HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React. These are just the name. Probably, I guess few of you have already gone through with HTML or CSS in your +2 or probably in 9th or 10th. So the advanced version of HTML is actually JavaScript and React JavaScript. So they are the most popular language that has been used in the industry as of now. And also, since this is a 4-year program, so we are not limited only to these type of technology. So let's say once you are currently moving to your 3rd year, so if anything more is cooking up in the industry, so we'll be going to add the same technology in front end, back end, or in programming anything. Now in backend, we'll be covering Node, Spring Boot, Hibernate, and various other architectural designs as well in the whole course, so that you are fully versed with the backend development too. Students, one more thing I would like to share as of now. If you ask personally, for next 4 to 5 years, the maximum demand that is being emerging in the industry, it's around the backend development. Backend people, they are just crazy. Like for now, organization Paytm, Razorpay, even organization like Adobe, they are hiring a lot of backend developers. Same thing is going with the front end part. Razorpay, then Ola, Uber, they are looking out for good number of people. So I have talked about the front end, back end. Now for the programming languages. So eventually that's the backbone of anyone, like backbone of a developer, irrespective of any specialization or anything. Programming languages is the first step that a developer used to take. So in this course, we'll be covering C++, Java, Python, data structures and algorithm with competitive programming. Students note that this is the only course which has competitive programming as their subjects. So to give you a small idea about what competitive coding is, so you can assume that for earlier you used to sit for Olympiad, science Olympiads, math Olympiad. For a B.tech student, because the competitive programming, irrespective of whatever course you choose or whichever college you choose, you'll definitely going to hear this name, competitive programming. The reason is because this is a sport of programming where eventually you'll be doing lots of lots of complex problem you'll be going to solve. And obviously there are multiple problems, multiple platforms through which we'll assist you. Geeks for Geeks itself is the biggest platform for the coders to practice and take part in the various competitions. Lastly, the biggest advantage of competitive programming is moving ahead. You'll be practicing on few platforms. You'll be getting some ratings, and these ratings are very credible when you are sitting for your interviews. Like at the interview, if your resume has a rating, let's say you have a Geeks for Geeks rating of 4 out of 5. So it at the very moment itself, the interviewer will be going to shortlist your resume. Same thing, CodeChef, Codeforces, these are other platforms. So if you have 5-star rating over there, so 6-star ratings over there, the interviewer will itself shortlist your profile and they'll directly share it for the interview. No screening, nothing will be required because you have proven yourself in competitive programming. So that's the biggest advantage. And full specialization in full stack is the only subject which has competitive programming as a subject itself. Not even one. In 2 semesters, we are going to teach you competitive programming. Lastly, few of the tools we'll be covering, which will help you to be shaped as a complete developer. For example, the cloud, how the code is deployed, how your system's been running. So the app you are seeing right now or the website you are seeing, you will get to know how eventually they are building up and how eventually they are running in a real-time basis. So that's the technical part of full stack development. If you have any more queries on that side, I'll be definitely available. Probably post that as well. Don't take it otherwise, because once in your learning journey, you will be definitely going to hear these names numerous times. Moving ahead, just I'll tell you now we have learned what is full stack, by what's the importance of it. Now, I'll just quickly give you a brief about what Geeks for Geeks is. So Geeks for Geeks is actually, it's the, not across India, across the globe, it's the biggest platform for any interview preparation candidates. Again, the same thing I'll be mentioning, irrespective of whatever program you have choosing, in an entire BTech journey, Geeks for Geeks will be going to be your best digital friend. Entire BTech journey, unless and until you are landing job. Eventually, after landing your job also as a developer, you will be using Geeks for Geeks numerous times. For now, how you have been using Instagram. So once you are entering in your BTech journey, you will be using Geeks for Geeks. The reason for that is, across the globe, Geeks for Geeks has the biggest repository for the computer science students to learn for their interviews, to prepare Excel, clear their interviews. A small line to add on the same side. Apart from this offerings, there are humongous offering available on Geeks for Geeks, because it itself is an ocean of content. So all those things will be talk about later. Lastly, to wrap up about Geeks for Geeks, companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook, Uber, Netflix, name any, Apple, when they are sharing their interview call letters, there is a section where you can prepare for your interviews. Geeks for Geeks is only common platform which has been mentioned in every organization. So that's the biggest credibility we have achieved as of now. And on every day, we are getting more than 200 plus students placed in the various organizations across the globe. So for now, these are the few insight that we have kept, especially from the courses side, like Geeks for Geeks dedicated program assisted. We have write more than 20,000 plus success stories globally. Currently, we have 80,000 plus active learners. 80,000 is actually an old number. For now, it's more than 1,20,000. And the biggest part is the all the programs which we curate. Whether I'll talk about B.tech specialization is a particular flagship program. Other programs also which we have curated, they have been curated by considering more than 4 lakh plus interview experiences. So probably the candidates like you will be going to you are going to sit in future for the interviews. So we have already extracted multiple pointers from them, and then we have created our program so that the success rate of the program should be very high. Now with Geeks for Geeks and help you how we are going to assist you in a better way apart from the usual learning that you will be getting. So in usual learning, I mean the subjects. Obviously, you'll be going to learn the placement you will be getting, the college workshops, the college labs, the college fest, every access you have. But the extra add-ons which you'll be getting with these programs are we'll be having industry experts. So throughout your learning journey of 4 years, the industry mentors will be next to you. By industry mentors, what I meant is on every semester, they'll on every month, like each semester, also in every month, we'll be hosting you few sessions from the industry experts. What these industry experts are, let's say for now, your dream company is I want to work with Google. So the person who is actually working as an application developer at Google, he'll be coming and talking to you. Person who is working with Netflix, he's coming and directly talking to you. Person who is working with Uber, Amazon, like that, these type of person will be coming and they'll be assisting you and guiding you. Not only limited to it, when you just move ahead, we also organize sessions with very good influencers. Influencers are the people, apart from being in tech, they have also good credibility on social media with their content or probably with the knowledge that they assist students. We also bring such type of people to learn. Next, Geeks for Geeks LMS. So we have a huge LMS on Geeks for Geeks platform itself. There is a ocean question bank of more than 25,000 questions, but you need not to do all those questions. We jot down few questions for each topic, especially curate for you, and our dedicated LMS will be there. So it will be like that. Go to your class, learn whatever the sir or ma'am has been delivering to you. Come back, open Geeks for Geeks LMS, start from question 1, 2, 3, 4 in a sequential order. Okay. Next is the placement support. Apart from university, see, whatever the university is going to offer, you will be getting it. Apart from that, Geeks for Geeks will also assist you with the placement support. So we have many programs which I have listed down in the next category. I'll be assisting you with the real-time hackathons, boot camps, community members also we have. I'll just quickly go to that part as well. So Dhairya Gangwani is actually one of the good career coach. She is actually one of the LinkedIn influencer too, and the expert coaching. So we are organizing such type of session with these type of people for the students who have been enrolled with us in the various programs. So few things that we'll be also assisting in terms of recruiters, if I would say. So we'll be giving you job and support, resume building, interview preparation, or anything which is being related. Let's say at that given point of time, for example, resume is an old school thing. Something new will be coming around. So we'll be the first one to tell you or to assist you, like now what's the next step you should focus on. For now, we have 4 major products in the if I talk about the placement. So one is the placement assessment test. So once you are probably in the second year, at the end of their second year or at the end of their third year, we'll be doing numerous type of such tests. These are actually the mock tests which will be required before sitting for your exact placement. Apart from that, these tests actually have some credibility. The reason is more than 200 plus organizations are hiring on the basis of these tests. So whatever the score you are getting, you will be directly sharing your profile to these recruiters. Geeks4Geeks hiring platform is there where many jobs are available. Jobathon and internship fair. These are actually our major two offerings which we just assist student only for the college students. Jobathon is only for internship and freshers. The reason for that is, so no matter what, let's say right now you are in second year of your B.tech, you can get internship if you are good in coding. So by coding, I mean it's a jobathon, a monthly contest which occurs. More than 10 plus organization takes part in it, and it's a placement drive. I would say every month 10 organization coming. We are conducting a test. You are appearing for it. The students who are offering getting a good score, they are sitting for the interviews and they are cracking the interviews. Similarly, we have internship fairs as well for the students. Uh, Now, one thing that I have missed in past slide, that is on the hackathons and the hands-on learning. You will be assisting from this program. What is hackathon? Hackathon is actually something you'll be working on a real-time project. For example, let's say right now it's a season of raining. Multiple places are getting red alerts, orange alert, yellow alert. So let's say government of Gujarat or Jharkhand, they have come up, they want us to develop a solution for their people so that the alert that they are getting, they can be reached to each and every user. Now it's your responsibility to create such type of a project. So hackathon is actually like that. You'll be getting a problem statement. So problem statement is like that, assisting people with the real-time alerts on the rain all or about the bad weather. So now you can make a mobile app, website, or anything like web app, which will assist you like that. Let's say if yellow alert has been passed from the disaster management side, so you'll directly fetch data from their website, and on your app you'll just send the notification to the people, hey, your area is actually under red alert or your area is under yellow alert, so be in your house, won't go outside. These type of solution you can develop. So what happens, usually 40 to 50 such teams sit up and they develop solution on a same problem statement. So one who develops a complete solution in an appropriate friction, they sit up for the next round and they used to be felicitated from the various organizations. So one such example I have mentioned over here. So recently Google Cloud and AMD has organized one such hackathon with Geeks4Geeks for the Indian college students. So we set up for it and we have hosted the final round in the month of June itself. More than 350 plus teams were there from India who has been solved. The first prize of this program is 5 lakh rupees, cash reward of 5 lakh rupees. Rather than the participation are getting multiple goodies like bags, t-shirt, some of them has got headphones, multiple things are there. But the good part is with Geeks4Geeks used to organize such type of events, and for you guys, we'll be organizing such type of events in each semester. This will assist you on real-time learning so that you can get an idea like how to develop a project, and the mentors will be there to support you. Geeks4Geeks LMS, I have conveyed you about the type of content we'll be having, and as a part of community. So Geeks4Geeks is actually holding the biggest community of developers across India. Every college student, you can assume they are a part of Geeks4Geeks. So with these, the biggest advantage of community is actually you can see what happens multiple times when you're joining the college. I believe this should not happen with you because actually LPU is a very good campus. LPU itself has a very good community. It will allow you to network more than you'll be finding many students working on their own projects. They'll be running their own companies because 3 months back, I have been into the campus. I met two of such students who are actually running their companies. They are having a good revenue of, let's say, around 2 lakh rupees a month from their product that or the services that they are selling. Also, with Geeks for Geeks community, you will be getting more such people. Secondly, you will get a more chance to attend workshop or webinars. More number of job opportunities will knock your doors because in the community you are setting up, you will be interacting with multiple people. So that's how we'll be assisting you in the whole program. Lastly, such type of a code fest we'll be doing. Code fests are actually, you can say, a mock drive for you when you are sitting for your real-time interviews. So these type of boot camps we used to organize 3 days boot camps, 7 days boot camps for the students, let's say, who are a bit weak, who or probably who want to scale more in a particular technology. To end up this session, few placement stats I would like to share. So 62.72 was the highest salary being offered to a candidate, and eventually, if you see the role that he has joined, he is into the full stack development itself. Full stack is actually the most demanding role in 2022. With LinkedIn report that I have shared, the Fortune 500 organization of US, they have offered more than 650 plus role in last month itself. So that's how you can compare how the placement cycle of these type of for this role of full stack developer used to look like. So while you are waiting for that, join the program, and you can also start your journey for a full stack developer.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, first of all, for telling all the advances that we can have as a student, as somebody who wants to enter in the tech field, and what all we need to do actually, and what all path we can have while joining this particular tech program. So
Correct.
thank you so much for coming in, sir, for joining in, and for giving in your experience also. And sir, whilst you were explaining, there were several questions that were coming from our participants.
Sure.
So with your permission, can I take them up?
Absolutely, ma'am. Please move ahead.
Right. Sir, this question is okay. So I'll start with the latest one. Lakshya Verma. So will AI replace engineers?
Lakshya, that's a very right question you have asked, because with the recent development of, especially with Chat GPT, this is the hot topic cooking up in the whole market. But what do you think, like, who made actually AI? Don't you think they are the few set of developers who have done that? So obviously, in future, maybe the technology or the way out that we have been thinking, they might be around the AI or I would say chatbots or so. But to work on those solutions or to maintain those type of solutions, companies will be needing such type of developers. And talking about the number of developers, see, honestly, the boom that we have been seeing, or everything that currently we are seeing around us, they are moving into tech. And in future, it will be like the most of the things that is in our day-to-day life, they are around the tech. So obviously, the number of developers required will be high. So the only, I would say, the jobs or that AI will be eating up are the minimalistic job, which eventually, let's say, anyone can do. For example, usually these type of jobs are like support type of jobs. But developer type of jobs, I would say, they are going to be increased.
Right. Because I think they are the one who are developing things. Hence,
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no stoppage to the developing part.
Surely,
Right. So this question is from Pragati Nigam. So which has more demand because of, okay. So basically the question is, sir, there are many specialization, AI, cybersecurity. So what are major difference, or which one is better for us? And so there's a related question, is coding all about computer language knowing? So we can just give the two answers here.
Sure, ma'am. Okay. So I'll start with the first question, which actually Ankit has raised. Is coding is all about computer language knowing? No, man. Coding is actually a hobby, if I would say, in a layman terms. Like, few people used to do painting, few people used to do dance, few people used to do singing. Coding is also can be one of the habit, but this is the only habit which will be going to excel in your career. So if you are pursuing coding or you are doing development or programming, so by the end of your graduation, because see, if you have sitting up here, so probably somewhere in your mind you have something you need to choose B.tech, also computer science. Maybe will help you or with this program or any other program. But if you have such type of a mindset, coding is actually will be going to one such hobby. If you build up, it will pay you in multiples. Now, talking about the programming languages, so Ankit, programming languages are actually the baby steps through which you can start with. For example, while you are learning maths, so algebra, there are few equations. Let's say a plus b ka whole square equals to a square b square 2abc. So similarly, the baby steps are like that. You just learn Java, C++ or Python. Then there are a lot of things to do. If you have just enjoy doing mathematics, so you love coding. The reason is coding is nothing. It's just the mathematics that you are just communicating to the computer. And the second question, which Pragati has mentioned, which has more demand because most of them are running for AI. So Pragati, if you are asking for the across the globe, as I have answered the previous question, uh, okay. I'm sorry, I just taken the last question. There are many specialization areas. So what are the major differences between one to two? So Pragati, if I'll talk about the major differences and what to choose. So what to choose, it actually depends on you, which eventually is one of the things that interests you. For example, if this is something you want to learn in AI, you want to learn in data science, it's very good. Now coming to the question, which is better? If in case your idea is to get a job, your role is to get a safe option. Because let's say if I'll just move 1 year back, everyone was very focused on Web3, on developing metaverse, meta cities and all. Now what's happening? Things have changed. The reason is now the chat GPT or probably the AI has taken part of it. So people have just forgotten it. So it's a similar kind of a thing. Let's say if AI, it can replace by anything else in the future, but full stack is actually the flagship thing. So you can learn with it. Probably afterwards, let's say in your career when you have been a developer for 2 years or 3 years, then you can take a course of 2 months or 3 months. Then also you can switch your domain to AI or cybersecurity. They are actually a different domain. DevOps is a different domain. Data science is actually a different domain. So for now, students, whichever domain you want to choose, just make one thing in your mind. Like after 4 years, where eventually I am seeing myself. So let's say if I am someone who wants to take good placement opportunities, so check which are the roles going to offer me a good placement opportunities. In the market, I would say apart from full stack, there is no role which is cleared or which is closer to the placement opportunities being offered. Lastly, if let's say your goal is you want to pursue with higher studies, for example, you want to do masters from US or any other countries, or you want to do go for PhD or so, if your plans are like that, so definitely you should go for these particular specialization in cybersecurity or in data science. But if you're looking for the placement, full stack is one of the go option for you. Maybe in future, how the things changed, the subject, the core will be going to, the subjects will be going to change, but the core will be going to remain same. That's the thing. Sure, ma'am.
Right. So basically, full stack is the base that what I bought, and you can add on different specializations if
Correct.
you want in the journey that you have.
Correct.
And right. So we have another question. Yeah. So it is from Arnam Mandal, and it says that does plain BTech CSC and specialized BTech CSC make any difference in our professional life or the job prospects?
All right. So Arnab, even if you just go with a name like specialized, actually means a curated program, which will definitely have something extra to offer. So something extra to offer means obviously one thing on the placement side, because I believe you have been here so that after 4 years you get a good placement opportunities. So with specialization you are getting two support. With these type of programmation, obviously support that you are getting from the university you'll be getting. Like you won't be treating eventually for the specialized programs, the university also want the partners. For example, for this program, Geeks for Geeks is one such partner will also going to assist you. The reason for that is because from your first year to your final year, you are the student of us. Eventually the trainers from Geeks for Geeks, they'll be going to teach you the subjects itself. So in between the time, and also a real time example I am adding. So our 2021 batch, the students who are the part of B.tech full specialization in full stack development, part of a 2021 batch, uh, currently they are moving to their third year. So while you have been going through this program, you have seen one thing, that is the grant of rupees 10,000 will be offered to the students who are working on real-time projects. So students in that batch, there are 34 or 37 students. I'm really proud to share that all those 37 students have got those grant directly from VC ma'am. So that's actually one of the more way I would say for now that we have added up. And trust me, Arnav, it's my personal goal. I want this program students should be the poster boy or poster girl for LPU. So that's how we are going to change the whole scenario of with these type of specialized program. And currently we are all actually on the path of it.
Right, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So this question came from Sukhreet. So basically this question is, which is best, is data science or full stack?
Correct. So Sukhreet, I would again go on the same path. One thing is, let's say, whatever we do in our life, I would say we should always give a preference to our interest. With interest, you just keep your motto on the same side. So with data science, I would say it's a not a high, but obviously there's a good number of opportunities. Okay, to give you a small idea, like what type of opportunities are likely to be. So I'm just talking about our time. Let's say currently you'll be going to enroll in 2023, and in 2027 you are going to pass out your BTech. So in 2027, when you are going to pass out your BTech, if you have been pursuing with data science, I'm not talking about, I'm just comparing the average scenarios of full stack and the data science. So the type of role which you will be getting up, I'm not saying data science will be also getting a good number of roles to offer, but the type of role that you will be getting, these are just for the data cleaning part. Let's say you'll be getting a data of 2 lakh plus data. Now you just need to clean it, to reorder it, and to rephrase it. The exact data scientist role, you won't be getting it. The reason is, whatever the learning that you are getting and what is the actually expectation of the of the real-time world, they are very different. The real-time of example of the same is, eventually IITs also started same type of MTech programs in data science or in machine learning. But for now also their students are getting similar kind of a work. While I compare towards the development side, from the day one itself, you'll be getting such type of a work directly. You'll be working on a product or on a service which will assist the organization to excel. And similar thing will be helping up in the pay scales also. Like pay scale for data science, in the initial level, they are not good. Yes, in future, let's say once you are at 5-year or 10-year experience, they are very good.
Right, sure. Definitely. And so this question is mine also. I mean, if somebody who has not, I mean, who does not have any knowledge of coding, let's say, and who's not interested in maths and want to join this particular program. So this question is from Lakshay and Preetham and Himanshu, of course, is what will be that first language that we should learn? Is it C, C++, Python, or what? What should we start with?
So Lakshay, Preetham and Himanshu, and obviously for you, ma'am, anyone, see, eventually right now we are just entering into the BTech. Don't take it like it's a specialized program. We are pushing you hard in the program, not before that or probably something else. So just come with a fresh mind. So if you're coming from a fresh mind, the first baby step that we will be taking, we will be assisting you with the Python. So Python language we are going to start, or then we'll be moving to C, C++. Apart from that, if this question is only limited to this, let's say, unless and until your class is going to start, you want to do something. So go ahead, man. Go ahead with Python or C, any one of
Right.
the language you can start with, and rest the full solution, full language entirely with that various type of questions will be assisting you.
And definitely, sir, I mean, we can have this, the base that is called Python, and after that we can join the course and hence learn all the specifications of the course itself. And for that, as you have told, that Geek for Geeks, all the experts will be teaching us, all the LPU teachers will be teaching, and hence we can have all the knowledge what we want. So with this, I want all the participants to know that if you have any other question, you can post in the Q&A box or the chat box. And meanwhile, I will be just looking out any question if I've missed. Okay, I think the major question was what is the difference between data science and full stack? That sir has already answered, and which is more at the pay. Okay. Nikhil, sir has just answered this question. Okay, so basically, so this question is little modulated. Which language is best now? Okay.
So, Nikhil, if I would ask you, like, which is the best language, French, German, Chinese? I would say you might be thinking like everyone has a different perspective. Now, coming to the normal side again, coming back. So, C++, Python, and Java, each of these languages have their own specialization. For example, for now, what industry is portraying in the backend, they are more preferring to the Java side. So, if you are working on the Java, the industry is more inclined towards the Java backend development. If you're working on Python, so obviously Python is one of the language which is easy to learn and easy to execute. So few of the organizations have started working on it, but there are typically, because Python is comparatively new to compare to C++ and Java. So that's why few organizations are hindered with Python, but more or less Python is being accepted for everyone. C++ or C++ is actually the best for computer programmers. Even on the world level, if I would say, the computer programmers choose C++ as their primary language to code. So every language has their best scenarios. If you ask me for the placement purpose, I would say Python, Java, do any one of them. It's very good.
And so this Pragati has one other question. When to choose a specialization? Is it in the first year, or we can choose after that also? Like what all a student can should know about this particular thing?
So Pragati, I would say there is a small option will be, I'm not sure if the option used to be given only if there is a window in the specialization. Let's say if in the first year itself, if the number of seats are less, then only you'll be getting a chance to choose the specialization in the second year. But I would say it is a better to start from the first year itself, because from the first year itself, you'll be getting the same group of people which you are going to study, the same mentors or probably the same support which you are going to study for your whole journey. Why I'm saying that is, see, students, apart from the learning experience, I'm not sure whether Himanshi ma'am is from the B.tech or which background, but I, being a B.tech computer science background, your colleagues or probably your batchmates, they are very important. So the friends that you are making in your graduation journey, they will be going to be your lifetime friends.
Exactly.
So that's also important from it.
And sir, again, this question from Nikhil. It says, sir, how to prepare for competitive programming?
Great, Nikhil. Like, I'm really feeling good if you have asked such type of questions on the computer programming side. So the step is like that. Again, if you have done with the language, either C++, Java, Python, any one of the language you have done, then you can move ahead to your data structures and algorithm. And with your data structures and algorithm, your computer programming journey is going to start. So any detail if you want, you just go to CodeChef. CodeChef is one of the biggest platform of India for computer programmers. Start with it. Start with some, I would say, basic questions. Similarly, on Geeks for Geeks also you can go. You can start with some basic question. Then you can keep on scaling on the same note. But anyway, if you are a part of this program, so definitely be assured we'll be assisting you in each and every better way. Even we'll be going to organize the session. So about computer programming, just a small event I would like to share. There's a ICPC event which used to be organized. So ICPC is actually a Olympic for computer programmers. Like on regional level, first you are competing, then on national level you will be competing, then on continent level you will be competing, and finally you are going to a world level.
One level.
So usually every year these type of competition used to organize. Last year from India there were around 14 teams who represented India on the world level. And if I would say what's the value of these people who have been qualified to such level, they are the world's topmost programming. For example, if you have just qualified the national level, you are just cleared the national level, you have been to the continent level. No, directly recruiters of companies like Uber, Facebook, they'll be reaching you. They'll be asking you to join their organization. So that's the credibility of such people. And we used to bring such type of people in our expert sessions for the students who have been enrolled with us.
Right.
So you'll be getting a very good detailed guide from them too.
Right. So Nikhil says thank you, and same like all the participants must be thanking you to share your experience. And with this, Nikhil, you can just join the program. And within the program, you'll be meeting actually a lot of people, a lot of experts, and from their experience, you can learn a lot of things and hence grow in your field. So with this, sir, thank you so much for coming in and for giving the resolutions of the queries of our participants. And participants, I want you all to know, if you have any other question, you can write in the Q&A box. And if not, then you can just explore the site, that is lpu.in and Geek for Geeks also, and make your mind and join the program. So will be there and all the other experts will be there to provide their assistance to you, and hence, give you all the growth that you want in your career. And with this, sir, thank you. Arnav says thank you. And meet you soon in the next webinar to all the participants. And the questions that you've given are really, really appreciated. And sir, the way that you've explained is also appreciated.
Thanks. That's my pleasure, ma'am. Thanks, audience, for being so passionate and being an interactive audience. And obviously, please thank Himanshi, ma'am. She has been a wonderful host for us. Like always, with every question of yours, she's explaining in a very beautiful way. So thanks to you, ma'am, as well.
Thank you, sir. And pleasure is all ours to be able to listen in the webinar. And so with this, I take your permission to wrap this up. Can I?
Sure, ma'am. See you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, all the participants, sir. Thank you so much.